Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh viewers. Welcome back to my channel Learn with Zarmeen. Today I'm going to interview a beautiful and talented psychologist, Miss Ayesha Zumar. So let's get started. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, ma'am.
Walaikum assalam.
So ma'am, first of all, thank you for coming, and can you please introduce yourself to the viewers?
Myself is I'm Ayesha Zumar. I am clinical psychologist. I am currently working as a lecturer at the Lahore Garizan University.
Okay, what do you like most about being a psychologist?
I like most. I am a psychologist and I like this thing very much. And I am a healer. People come to me and they share their problems with me, and they trust me to share all their issues. And I like this thing more. People trust me, and I am their healer.
So how can people tell their problems?
It is a whole process. The people come and when they are suffering from some type of the anxiety and the depression and any type of the mental issues, they come and they share their issues. It is a proper assessment procedure in which we did a mental state examination, and then we go through a proper assessment process, and after that we go through the therapy.
Okay, so how does your journey start?
How does my journey about being psychologist?
Yes, ma'am.
Normally, I have took admission in the BS psychology, then into the MS clinical psychology. There is no specific journey, but now as a psychologist, I'm proud on myself because I have chosen a very beautiful field, a very sensitive field in which I connect with the people. I make connections with the emotional connection with the people, and people trust me and they discuss about their problem, and people heal after taking the therapy.
What's the most challenging part of your job?
The most challenging part of my job is a secondary trauma. That is when you listen people's problem. A lot of people comes and they discuss their trauma, their anxious problem, their family issues, their couple issues, and all the things that they are facing through. When you listen, you at that time you are providing them a healing and therapy, but unconsciously and subconsciously all these traumatic problems also affect on yourself. The thing that mostly challenging part in my life is secondary trauma, I would say that.
How can people manage their stress?
People manage their stress and they have the different approaches because individual differences exist. Every person has their own coping mechanism and their own style to cope with the stress. It's depend how a person has groomed, how a person has what type of the environment he's in dealing with.
Okay. When you were younger, have you ever thought that you will become a psychologist in the future?
No. Totally no. Because I didn't even know about the psychology subject. I randomly chose this subject as I have to, I didn't want to take chemistry. I am highly uninterested in the like a dry subject. So I have seen there in the college I can choose psychology instead of chemistry. So I take psychology, and after that I go to in the masters with the clinical psychology. I like this subject at that time, not at the younger age. At the younger age, I want to be a newscaster.
What's one thing that you wish that every human being should know about mental health?
First and the most important thing, a person should know about him or herself. The self-awareness is the main thing. If a person is self-aware, his mental health will be intact.
Okay. If anyone is stressed, what advice would you give him or her?
Not single advice go for everyone, because every person is facing through the different circumstances. He has facing the different environment, and there are the multiple and the different reason for his or her stress. So in the stress manageability, if I give some journal advice, is that only go to a therapist and fix your problem with the therapist.
Okay, have all your dreams came true or they're still left with you?
Um, if a person wants the progress and success in life, he has multiple dreams, and I have multiple goals, and my short-term goals, my long-term goals, and some I have achieved and some I am going to achieve, and some goals that are in the at that time these are not my goals, but maybe in the future they become my goals. So I select multiple short goals, short term, long term. It's depend on the what the scenario I am facing, what the future demand. It's depend on these. Some goals I have achieved and some I have not achieved. I set my goal, but I work on that, but I didn't achieve it. So I left these and I make the new goals.
How can people build strong mental health?
For the strong mental health, the first thing, a person has to be connected with their religion. They have to be faith on Allah, and about the future, he has to be strongly faith on Allah. Whatever will be going to happen in future, it is not in his or her control. It is in the our creator's control. So a person has to be connected with their religion and also become a self-aware. If a person is self-aware, he knows what are my goals and dreams, what I need best, what is best for me, what actually I need. Then a person, the person's mental health will be okay.
How can children develop good habits?
For the development of the good habits in the children, it depends on their parents, how their parents are treating them, how their parents are doing the activities with them, how their parents treating their child. So in the child, all type of the behaviors are the depend on their peer group and their parents.
How challenging is it to become a psychologist?
Being a psychologist is challenging and a tough job, but if a person has a passion and he is love their job, then it is not challenging. But sometimes it is challenging when you have to deal with a psychotic patient that they do not listen to you, they are hallucinating, they are or some type of the multiple personality disorder. When you have to deal with these type of the psychosis patient, then it is a challenging job.
What's the best way to discipline a child?
For the discipline a child, the best thing is the main thing is parenting. If a parenting style that is an authoritative parenting style in which the parents deal their child with guidance and plus control. When parents are the fully supported, they guide their child, they tell their child what are the do and the don'ts, what you have to do and what you didn't have to do. If they control their child and then they guide their child, why we are controlling you and why these are your don'ts, then good habits actually develop in the children's.
Any message for children?
Message for the children is that respect your parents and please manage your screen time.
How can parents support their child emotional growth?
Parenting is very vital part of children emotional growth. Firstly, the parents should have to be their relationship issues better with their spouse. Couple issues should be resolved, and the second thing, the parent should be deal their child equally. When the child does deal equally, then they emotional grow. And if the child is facing some type of the trauma, some type of the emotional issue, and when he or she needs his parent attention, parent should be available for them.
What are some common mistakes parents make in child development?
A common mistake when the parents becomes some over controlling or totally neglecting, or maybe when they compare their child, or when they emotionally unavailable. These are the things when they are the common mistakes of the parents that develop the mental illness in the child.
So my
Children's.
last question is that what is your message to the world?
What message to the world?
Yes, ma'am.
As your main question is about the children and parent-child relationship, so my message is to parents and the child is that parents should be available for their child, and for the children is that share your problem and the things clearly with your parents. And the last thing, share your problem with your siblings too. Communication is the best thing to deal the mental illness.
Okay, ma'am. So thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us today. And so this was for today. Hope you like my video. So please like my video and like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon button so you can enjoy my latest creation. Until next, stay beautiful inside and out. So this is me, Zarmeen Fatma Bajwa, signing off.